They say that the face is the reflection of the mind. It's a virtue that I can only see the reflection of my face. Otherwise, I would have been tortured by my own consciousness. Portraits, faces confined within the frame of a canvas, or sculpted faces frozen in a thought. If the camera shoots a sculpted face, will it still be called a portrait? Gandhiji's 150th birth anniversary. His face is engraved in the collective consciousness of India. What will his portraits remind a generation who has not seen him? Gandhian economy remains unrealized. The most circulated portrait in India must be of Gandhiji because our currencies carry his image. This is
The Pope Gandhi.
his portraits carry the burden of being an ideal. Gandhiji did his own experiments with truth. He coined the term satyagraha and fought against imperialism with his own body. He perished his own body as an act of violence. Camera being cranked to record the moments of Gandhiji's funeral. It has recorded Gandhiji's perishing body in flames being witnessed by people. That is the acute, realistic, full size representation of Gandhiji's material part. How do you construct something that has no material part? Portrait of Buddha from AD 10th century. It represents the state of Buddha. Buddha says, all things are preceded by the mind, led by the mind, and created by the mind. The mind is described as having two main aspects, clarity and knowing, meaning that the mind is clear, formless, and allows for objects to arise in it, and that the mind is knowing, an awareness, a consciousness which can engage with objects. One has to internalize the external form of Buddha to be Buddha himself.
I am an artist living in the clouds. I write a poem and make an image. My art, I feel, isn't settling. You think you know, but do you?
This is Oriakati, a program code which creates art and posts an image with caption on Instagram every day. These are all virtual faces created according to a particular notion of beauty. Oriakati's face was generated using an artificial neural network. An AI machine was fed with faces of real celebrity people and it learned to generate entirely new faces that mimic the appearance of real photos. Representation is a matter of resemblance, since the experience of likeness is a kind of perceptual fusion based on recognition. Past experience will color the way we see a face. Oria's Instagram post on 5th September 2019.
It sounds like you are having trouble finding where this is coming from.
Post on 15th October 2019.
I think it's time you take a step back and consider what you're dealing with.
This artist residing in the clouds have got only textual and image inputs as its senses. Denied of a corporeal existence, it is trying to project itself through these images. In fact, these are its self portraits. Different representations of a man. Burden of existence has endowed him a stooping posture. This is the model who sat for the sculptures. There is no identifiable resemblance since he shaved off his hair and beard. Yet, the stooping posture is evident. The man lives and sleeps on the street and occasionally makes a living as a model for fine art students. Faces in all film negatives captured using macro lens. These faces has been subject to the alchemy of nature. Marxists say that man's consciousness changes with every change in the conditions of his material existence. Historicity of these portraits has been altered with changes in material condition. This must be a testimony to historical materialism. Pixels can identify faces. Cameras must have captured portraits more than anything. It enabled everyone to step into the temple of gods, worthy of commemoration and idealization. Portraiture must be the most humanistic of all arts. I feel phobic to look at my own reflection. An identity crisis with my mirror image. I see myself gazing back at me with a primordial predatory gaze, struggling to fit in and to survive.